His name was Daniel. Just a few years earlier, Daniel had a normal life, a small apartment, a simple job, a routine that kept him going. But one winter, everything fell apart. The company he worked for shut down, leaving him unemployed overnight. Bills piled up, rent went unpaid, and within weeks, he was standing outside his apartment with everything he owned inside a single backpack. That night, Daniel slept on a cold sidewalk for the first time in his life. And he cried. Not because of hunger, but because he felt invisible, forgotten. Days became weeks, weeks became months. Daniel learned how to survive on the streets, which trash cans had leftover food, which corners were safe at night, and which stores wouldn't chase him away when he asked for help. But the worst part? People stopped looking at him. To them, he was just another homeless man. One rainy morning, Daniel sat outside a coffee shop trying to stay warm. A man in a business suit walked past him. Daniel whispered the same words he said every day. "Sir, could you spare some change?" But the businessman didn't give him money. Instead, he looked at Daniel and said something that hit him like lightning. "I can't help you until you decide to help yourself." Then the man walked away. Those words repeated in his head all night long. Help yourself, help yourself, help yourself. The next morning, Daniel made a decision. If I can't change my situation completely, I will at least change one small thing today. He walked into a public library, a place he hadn't visited since he was a kid. He sat down, picked up an old computer, and typed, "How to start a business with no money." He spent hours learning. How to sell online. How to flip items from thrift stores. How to talk to customers. How to negotiate. For the first time in months, he felt alive again. With just $2 he had collected from the streets, Daniel bought an old used coffee mug from a thrift store. It was chipped on the side, dusty, forgotten, but Daniel cleaned it, polished it, and took a good photo on his borrowed library computer. He listed it online. Within 24 hours, the mug sold for $12. It wasn't just money. It was hope. It was proof. It was a message from the universe. You are not done yet. Daniel started collecting free items people threw away. Broken lamps, old picture frames, worn-out shoes. He repaired them, cleaned them, and sold them. Day by day, dollar by dollar, step by step, he climbed out of the hole he was trapped in for so long. Within 6 months, Daniel had enough money to rent a small room. Within 1 year, he launched his own online resale business. Within 2 years, he expanded it into a full warehouse operation. And one morning, as he walked into his company building, employees greeting him, trucks loading products, Daniel stopped for a moment. He smiled and whispered to himself, "I used to sleep on sidewalks, and today I walk into my own company." Years later, Daniel returned to that same spot where he once begged for spare change. But this time, he wasn't there asking for help. He was there giving help. handing out warm meals, blankets, and job opportunities to homeless people. A young man sitting on the sidewalk looked up and asked, "Why are you helping us?" Daniel knelt down, placed a hand on his man's shoulder, and said, "Because someone once told me I couldn't change my life until I decided to help myself." And he was right. But once you take that first step, life will help you take the next 10. Life did not change for Daniel overnight, but it changed the moment he changed his mindset. He didn't become a millionaire because he was lucky. He became a millionaire because he refused to stay where he fell. So whenever you feel lost, whenever life pushes you down, remember Daniel's journey. Because greatness doesn't start with money. It starts with a decision. A small decision that says, "I can rise again."